Hello, hello. I am, as you can see, still in my pajamas. Wait, that's the wrong side. There we go. And I decided to come and do a live in my pajamas because I was inspired to come and talk to you in one of my dreams. So, also, authenticity. I'm in my pajamas in the morning. This is how inspiration comes sometimes. If you're here, say hello so I know who's here. If you're watching the replay, let me know that you're watching the replay. Okay, so in my dream last night, I dreamt that, and in my dream, I was me, but I was also just everybody. So this is hopefully something that you might be able to relate to. I was sharing things. I think I was maybe writing a book, or I was maybe in school or something. And just the way that I was expressing myself, I was not one of the popular people. And I was just doing my own thing. And then all of a sudden, someone who was popular started paying attention to me because they recognized that I had some good things to say or interesting ways of looking at the world. And all of a sudden, although I had been living my life fully authentically and not caring that I wasn't popular, now that this popular person was paying attention to me, I cared what people thought because I was like, oh, this person thinks that what I have to say is important, so I should keep doing what he likes. And yet, because he was popular and he was not as comfortable being as open and vulnerable, he was also not very forthright with expressing his appreciation for me. So it was sort of this like hidden thing that he was like, oh, this person, Alyssum is kind of interesting. And so it went from this thing where I had been expressing myself authentically, and then with a little bit of attention, which felt really good, all of a sudden I was dwindling to a shadow of myself, and also allowing this person who was not comfortable with himself to diminish the 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 version of myself that he was attracted to in the first place. Let me know if you can identify with this. Just drop a 1 in the comments if that's like something that you can identify with. I think it's pretty common to, number one, want validation. And number two, once we get validation from a certain somebody, to kind of small-in who we are in order to maintain their attention. The point that I want to bring with this is that, this was just a dream, but I think that it's a really common situation that we deal with, and that there's no reason to diminish who we are, and no reason to need the validation of others to be exactly who we are. And when we are fully comfortable in our own skin, we don't have to be popular. The people who matter most are going to appreciate us for who we are. And the people who love us conditionally maybe aren't so good for us in any way. There may be more transactional sorts of relationships that come from those conditional appreciation things, like I'm popular, so I'm going to betroth you, or not betroth, but offer you a little bit of my notoriety. But in exchange for that, you have to continue to like love me for being famous or popular. And you have to make yourself smaller in some way. That's not a great transaction in the long term. Um, yeah, I just wanted to posit that and just sort of ask you to reflect on if you have found yourself doing something similar in your life and to share what the outcome of that was. Um, and I also want to say that when we are sharing ourselves, on a platform like Facebook, it is an opportunity to be vulnerable, and being vulnerable isn't necessarily comfortable, and that's okay. That's kind of the point of it. um, I think that it's really important to practice vulnerability because it allows us, it's a vehicle to finding everything that matters in our lives. I truly believe that. I've experienced that, and I wish that for you. And so I am offering you a space here in the comments to be vulnerable if you so choose. I hope you guys have a great day.